Okay, so what's going on, everybody? In this video, I was asked to do a review on both these antennas. One was the actual Signal King antenna, and I'm going to compare them on Backtrack and all, and show you which one actually has a better ability of getting a signal and all. Since I believe two people asked me to do a review on this, on the actual Signal King, which is this one right here. I bought this one, I think it was for like 30 bucks on eBay or something like that. I don't remember which one, how much it was. And then the typical Alfa Networks adapter. And surprisingly, I don't really know, I'm not really sure of the actual differences to them. I guess I'll do the actual Signal King antenna first. So let me get this thing untangled here. These messy cables. Alright. Oh, we're going to plug it into the USB port here. No, I'm just going to show the actual network manager and compare the actual signal. So let me bring the camera over here towards the actual screen so you can actually see on the monitor here. Alright, so hopefully I can get a good screenshot of this with the camcorder and all. It is kind of terrible lighting. It's actually morning here. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning and all, so the sun is a little blocked in by cloudy skies and all. Alright, so the actual adapter isn't listed here, so I'll have to probably see which one it is in the IW config. And it is, looks like it's WLAN 1 on this one, so I'll have to change the 0 here to a 1. And I got something crawling on my leg, so hang on a second. Big ass fire ant. Alright. Change it to a 1. I'm gonna refresh this. And as you can see, I mean, I don't really notice a difference with this one at all. And let's see how it shows up. Let me actually zoom in on that a little bit so you can see here. So those are the networks that is showing up with this specific antenna. So that's the one that's picking it up, and I'm facing it towards the back of my yard, and I'll see if I can run a Airmon-NG. Let's see if I can do that real quick. Alright, so I'm going to put this into aerodump and see. Alright, so I don't think you can see that real well. Let me see if I can actually bring the camcorder, but I'm not really sure how this is showing up on the camcorder and all. Let's see, zoom in on that. So that's all the networks that is showing up with that specific adapter. That's all the ones that is showing up. See if I can bring the camcorder up a little bit. I am not good at photography. Alright, there we go. Should be good like that. Alright, so this is all the networks that is showing up with this specific antenna, and this is the Signal King antenna, the one that's looks like a little small satellite dish and all. So those are actually all the networks that are showing up with that specific network adapter and all. It is big and bulky, and it looks like a piece of shit, and it feels like a piece of shit. And surprisingly, if you were to take that with you in public, people would wonder what the hell it is. But it looks really ugly. It looks really comparatively uglier than the Alfa Network adapter. There's actually a black Alfa Network. I think there's a black adapter that is a Signal King. The black ones actually look better than these gray ones, sadly. But yep. All right. So this is the differences between. I'm going to compare the two so you can see them and all. Alright, so this is with the Signal King one. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this scan real quick. It looks like another network just showed up on the list. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and close this terminal out. Alright, so now I'm going to unplug this Signal King adapter, and I'm going to plug in the Alfa Network adapter. And it's got I believe this one has a 5 dBi antenna on it. So the antenna on this is the 5 dBi antenna, and it has no trans power on it or anything. I haven't like boosted the signal power on it or anything. I get this USB cable plugged in. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and refresh this, and this should be actually WLAN 0 now. Change this to WLAN 0. Should get some networks now. Okay, so I'm actually going to point this antenna about as far away, and this is the actual Alfa Networks adapter antenna with a 5 dBi. I believe this is a 5 dBi antenna. It might be a 9 dBi antenna and all. And I'm going to use this one and actually put it in the same spot where this Signal King antenna is. Just so we're in the same spot with the antenna facing upwards. So there we go. That doesn't look like it's going to want to sit there. I'll take it out of its case. There we go. And there you go. It's sitting right there. Right there. Sitting on the table. Okay. Anyways. So I'm got a shitty ass stand and all, but excuse me. Alright, so we'll go ahead and go to the terminal here and run a I'm gonna run the if config and make sure it's not in monitor mode still. And okay, it's not in monitor mode. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into monitor mode. And it doesn't look like it's going to want to go into monitor mode or something. Oh, I spelled it wrong, derp. Failing. Did you guys see me spell that wrong? I can't believe I spelled that wrong. But I am having to type in an awkward position. To be laying there. Oh, there we go. Alright, so monitor boot's on. Mon 0 again. And I start my aero dump. And then start. Actually, it's Mon 0. I have an awkward position and I have to type in because I got the camcorder in the way. Alright, so that's with the 9 dBi, the 5 dBi antenna. So if you can compare these two, I'll see if I can get screenshots to compare them. It actually looks like they're both about basically the same thing. The 9 dBi antenna is picking up. It looks like about the same amount of networks as the actual other one is. So I don't really. Maybe one or two of them are not showing up yet because it hasn't been able to grab the signal yet. But I'll see if I can get like an actual a screenshot to compare both these screens so that you can see them. One with the Signal King, and the first one was the Signal King antenna, which you can check in one of my other videos. I did an unboxing of this thing. And you can see a video of that if you want. Just check my older videos and see. So as you can see, this is now with the Alfa Networks adapter. And sorry about the background noises and all that stuff. It is morning, so a lot of people are out and it's hot. It's gonna be hot as hell today. So a lot of people are out mowing their grass and all today. Alright, so that's basically the both of those adapters, and people requested me to actually do a review on the Signal King adapter specifically, because I don't know why, but I guess probably because a lot of people have used the Alfa Network adapter a lot, and they just wanted to find some other type of adapter. But from what it appears, they both seem to basically have about the same signal strength, really, from what I can tell. Maybe a couple of them are missing on the screen right now that you see. Maybe a few of them are missing on here with the Alfa Network adapter compared to with the Signal King adapter. So maybe there's a slight performance difference towards them and all. They're both. One actually uses the Ralink chipset. I'm not really sure which chipset the Signal King antenna has. I'll look into that and post in the description what it was. I have the box still, and then the Alpha, of course, has the Realtek 8187, I think it is. But they both work with backtrack, and they both work with aircrack-ng as far as war driving is concerned. So they'll pretty much work with a backtracker or aircrack-ng. So if you're looking for, both of them will work for pretty much more driving and all. And my neighbors are going to be asses now and start up his car. But anyways, so I guess I'm going to end this video now. It's almost 12 minutes in and all. But yeah, so I tried to do this video with less distraction, but my neighbors are going to be idiots today. So anyways, hopefully this video has answered your questions towards the review on the Signal King. My personal perspective of the Signal King is it looks like a piece of shit, and it feels like a piece of shit. It's made like a piece of shit. It probably would break like a piece of shit. It's not like it's not something that is how would you say, greatly made. I mean, they use cheap parts and all, but it's really not what it looks like on the outside as much as what it looks like on the inside, and that's what really counts. And remember that sometime. Alright, so this is Matthew from Fiber Optics Productions on YouTube, and I am ending this video now, since my dog's going to start.